What's good, guys? Last video of the night. You guys might receive this in the morning on Friday. Friday morning right now. It's Friday morning. Gonna give an overview of every single pick in the draft. Maybe spend about 10 minutes here. Pretty exhausting night, but so worth it. Took a nap in the afternoon. Was really just nervous about the draft. Nervous for what the Giants were going to do. Whether they were going to take an offensive tackle or Simmons. And I'll tell you guys every single pick. And this is a pick which really lines up with the mock drafters. There weren't too many crazy surprises. Jordan Love taken late. Not unbelievable trades. The Patriots actually trade out. Tua Tagovailoa to the Dolphins, but we're going to go pick by pick, and I'm going to give you the gut reaction. I'll tell you the fit, and I'll tell you how their career is going to pan out so we can look back at this draft. This is the 2020 first round reaction, the recap, and we can go back, and these things might sound so dumb in a matter of 4 years. So without further ado, we're going to do it. And let's start off with Joe Burrow to the Cincinnati Bengals at number 1. I look at Joe Burrow, and I think that this was the clear-cut pick. Tua, if healthy, is a better quarterback than Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow is a very solid quarterback. His preparation, the intangibles are as good as anything you're going to see, and Joe Burrow is a quarterback for Cincinnati from Ohio, processes defenses quickly, practices with an edge, can layer the ball and throw different touch on the football. Really good quarterback and going to have a good career in the NFL. A very solid career. Might get a chance to play in a Super Bowl. A fringe Hall of Famer, but I don't think he will be a Hall of Famer. But a Tony Romo-like, really solid Phillip Rivers-like career. And he will be one of Cincinnati's most beloved players and quarterbacks. Number 2 is Chase Young. And I'm like everybody else. This kid at Ohio State's a wrecking ball, the best defender in college football, absolute animal on the field, gets by everybody, has the speed, has the character, the work ethic, checks every box, don't need to go much further. Guy's a Hall of Fame player, I think, for the Redskins. It is the Redskins, but I think it's one of the great players in Redskins franchise history. Number 3 is Jeffrey Okudah. I'm a little more concerned about Okudah just because of cornerbacks. I'm concerned about, will he live up to the hype of Marshawn Lattimore? Will it be an Eli Apple? Even Denzel Ward from Ohio State at the 4th overall pick got hurt. Not exactly the slam dunk of slam dunks. And also the Lions couldn't trade back in this scenario. I would give this pick an absolute C. I think he's going to be a decent pro, really good pro, but I haven't watched a ton of tape on him. Giants at 4. Giants tried to trade back from number 4, tried to trade back. Gettleman and staff did a great job of disguising who they were going to select. Andrew Thomas, safe tackle. I didn't want Simmons. I wanted Andrew Thomas. Guy can play an instrument. Seems like a really smart guy. He allowed the least amount of pressures in every single snap. Battle tested in the SEC from Georgia. Safe, but also nasty. He's a nasty player, and he can get out there. He'll pancake some people, and he's going to be responsible. Possible Hall of Famer, possible really awesome career. I would give the Giants a B+ on the pick. If they could have moved back, it even could have been better, but I loved it. Then the Dolphins and the Chargers. This was also chalky. The Dolphins take Tua. That's an A+ pick. Finally, the replacement for Dan Marino, Hall of Famer, best quarterback in the draft. Justin Herbert, very similar to Joe Burrow, going to be absolutely fantastic. I don't know if he's going to be a Hall of Famer or not. He'll be a Pro Bowler. He'll be really solid like Matt Hasselbeck. He'll have a great, really good career, and he's not going to bust. So I think that those were 2 awesome picks. If the Chargers would have went with Love, way too risky, could have flopped. Herbert was the correct pick. They made the right decision. So number 7, the Panthers, I love it. Matt Rule, I know I'm sounding really repetitive. and I'm not giving out any insults. The Lions are probably my lowest grade. Derek Brown, B+. Not amazing, but really, really damn good player. And this is your first pick with Marty Hurney and Matt Rule. It's got to be safe, and it was safe. Love the pick. Arizona, I would give a C- to this pick. I wanted a tackle. Could have got Jedrick Wills out there to protect Kyler Murray. He's going to need help there. That offensive line is terrible in Arizona. You end up getting Isaiah Simmons, who everybody loves on draft day. He's like a Jabril Peppers. Everybody loves him. Versatile, cocky, confident, every word you want to say. Again, with Vance Joseph's defense, it's a terrible fit. I don't know how awesome Vance is at putting Isaiah Simmons in positions to succeed. I really don't like the pick. I don't like the fit, and it's terrible. Cliff Kingsbury, always bad with defense. Isaiah Simmons will be out in Arizona, and he won't know what to do. It's a bad pick. It's a C- pick. I don't think he's going to have that good of a career. Sorry. Number 9. Number 9 is Jacksonville with C.J. Henderson. Decent pick, but not a great pick. Not even Javon Kinlaw. This is a C pick as well. I would give the Cardinals a D. I'd give this like a C. I just think this guy's kind of average. He's out of Florida. It's kind of a weak corner class. You could have got Jeff Gladney. You could have went out there and got Jalen Johnson. I know I just said that it's a weak corner class. I think that these guys are very similar. Henderson, you needed Jerry Jeudy, you needed CeeDee Lamb. You could have taken a tackle for Greg Robinson. You didn't get Derek Brown or Kinlaw. Didn't really like it in that pick. Number 10 was the Browns' home run pick. They needed an offensive tackle. They go out there. They get Jedrick Wills. This guy is probably the best tackle prospect in terms of pass protection. He's right up there with Andrew Thomas, most consistent, really good player. Seems like a good kid as well. I'm a little bit kind of confused why the Giants didn't pick him, because Brenton Burns was a running backs coach with Jedrick Wills, but I think the Giants liked Wills too, and this guy seems like a really good guy. Like the pick a lot. I'm giving this an A. I think it was an awesome pick by Cleveland. I know Jets fans wanted Wills, which leads me to Mekhi Becton. I would give a D+, C- here. I look at Becton, the drug test. I look at this guy's kind of raw. He's a combine warrior. He ran a really good time. Played kind of against weak competition in the ACC. Don't think he can move very well. I think that Darnold's going to be getting pressured a lot, and I just don't like the pick whatsoever. You guys needed CeeDee Lamb. You needed Jerry Jeudy. You have Brashad Perriman. You have all these first-round washouts at the wide receiver position. I don't know what you guys are doing whatsoever. I didn't like the pick. Draft Twitter loves it. I'm very concerned, and I don't like the pick at all. He won't be good. Number 12, Oakland. CeeDee Lamb was right there. They did not take CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is the generational guy. CeeDee Lamb's the gold jacket guy. They settle with Henry Ruggs. This is a C pick. Very fast, skillful receiver, pretty good player, but he's my 4th wide receiver on the board. That's why I'm giving it a C. Justin Jefferson is even better than Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs is a terrific kid. I'm rooting for the best. I like John Gruden and the Raiders, and I like Chucky and Mike Mayock. I just didn't like this pick. I think CD would have been the home run guy. Ruggs is fast. Is he a good route runner? I don't know. This could be scary. This could be Corey Coleman all over again. This could be scary. Again, hope that he's like Tyreek Hill. We'll see what happens. Derek Carr, not exactly the biggest arm in the world. Didn't really like it. C. After that, we had the 49ers. No, actually, we had Tampa Bay. They get Tristan Wirfs. Solid B. Top 4 are on another level in the offensive line. Wirfs is very versatile. He could play guard. He could play guard with Ali Marpet. I think that they have the guy Donovan Supfing from Syracuse out there. And I think that this is a really good pick for Tampa to protect Tom Brady. It's like a B pick. Then going to 14, Javon Kinlaw. I'm going to give this one a B. It could be great, but it could also be bad. This guy, at this point in the draft, he has a very high upside. You put him in a great situation with Bosa and D Ford on the other sides and Eric Armstead and Solomon Thomas and Blair, best defensive line group in the NFL, and this guy is a wrecking ball. He has a huge high upside. I know 49ers fans Again, I maybe here would have went with Jerry Jeudy, or I maybe would have went with CeeDee Lamb. Probably CeeDee Lamb. You have Deebo Samuel already. Javon Kinlaw, though, I don't think it's a terrible pick. And again, if this hits, again, it's a little boom or bust. Javon Kinlaw is a prospect. He's not my favorite prospect. I like Derek Brown. He's a lot safer. But again, Kinlaw has rare athletic ability, so he's boom or bust. Number 15 then is Jerry Jeudy. This was the best pick in the draft, an A-plus pick by Denver. I made a video on it. Get Courtland Sutton. You get Jerry Jeudy on the other side of Sutton. It's going to be phenomenal. Drew Lock toting that football. This thing is going to be off to the races. You get Jerry Jeudy. Noah Fant can catch. Melvin Gordon out of the backfield with Phillip Lindsay. Filthy. Dalton Reisner on the offensive line. McGovern, I believe, or I think that the Broncos selected actually Graham Glasgow from the Lions. They're balling. They're having a great offseason. You get Jarrell Casey, who's a stud. You combine Casey, Vaughn, and Bradley Chubb if they're all healthy. You put that together with A.J. Bouye, Simmons, and the guys that can play the cornerback position. I'm totally down with it. I love this Denver team, and that pick was spectacular. A.J. Terrell at number 16. The Falcons wanted to trade out of this spot. I'm giving it a C. Terrell could very well be a decent player. I know he didn't have one good game against LSU. It kind of plummeted his draft stock. Well, it wasn't that awful. But again, you could have got guys like this later in the draft. They look to trade out. This guy's a corner. I think he's okay. An okay cornerback. So I'm giving it like a C. I didn't love the pick whatsoever. Dallas Cowboys, A+, CeeDee Lamb, stud. I think this might be the best pick in the draft, the Dallas Cowboys, because you get Amari Cooper, and I think CeeDee Lamb's actually better than Amari Cooper. I think he's like DeAndre Hopkins, a little Randy Moss-esque, the way he can make catches, the way he can separate. This dude is a freak in every regard. He's gold jacket material. He is the best of the best. Number 19 now. Number 19 is the Raiders again, or 17, and then I have to go to 18 is Austin Jackson. I like the pick. I'm going to give it a B. You protect Tua. I think the guy is raw, but I think he's going to be good. 19, didn't like this pick from Oakland again. I didn't love the draft. If I was Oakland, I would have got Chase on the rush the passer, put him at the linebacker position, and watch him cover tight ends. I know that you have Corey Littleton, but here with the Oakland Raiders, I just didn't love this pick either. This is a young cornerback. He's kind of like a 2-year-old horse because we don't know a ton about this guy, Arnett. Jeff Okudah, the 3-year-old horse. We know about Okudah being a stud. This is a guy that, again, was the second running mate. You're kind of taking a gamble. Boomer bust city, Gary and Conley city. Will it pan out? We will see. Maybe a C. Maybe a C selection. So running down the first round of the mock, number 20. Number 20 was the best pick maybe in the draft. You have CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy. This is my third favorite pick. Maybe I said some other great picks early on like Jedrick Wills. This is in the top 5. This is A+ city by the Jags. I didn't love Henderson, but this pick of Chase on, getting him at 20, I think he's a top 5 player in the draft. Phenomenal defensive player. Best linebacker in the draft. Better than Simmons, better than Murray. Guy can do it all. Confident, brings you swag. Overall, not a terrible draft. Henderson might not be bad, and you also get Chase on, who's fantastic. I think the Jags made out well tonight. Number 21. This was before the Eagles were on the clock. The Eagles were 22, so still trying to do this off the top of my head. Number 21 in this process. I'm actually going to go ahead and look at the NFL first round. I know that the Eagles selected Jalen Reagor. I'm looking it up. Sorry. Just picking out my notes. You guys, if you've made it this far, you're probably hanging with, right? 21. 21 time. It is 21. Got Chase on. Come on. Wow. Literally cannot get down the group. Embarrassing stuff. Who is 21? I bet you guys are yelling at me right now. I'm not even going to cut it. Not going to cut it. All the other stuff can go right off my head. Not going to cut it. Am I going to cut it? No. No. Oh, what a nightmare. Let's go to the Eagles. I'll get back to 20. I'll go back to 22. I apologize. Maybe it was such a forgettable pick. Eagles take Jalen Reagor. Good player, but not Justin Jefferson. B-. Don't like it. C. Guy had trouble with fumbles. He's just a deep threat. You can get guys like that way later on. Trade back. Didn't like it. Justin Jefferson for the Vikings. National champion. 6'4". Love that pick. So then after the Vikings, here we go. Brain's getting a little bit fried. It's a little bit late. I made a good video up until pick 21. I thought I did a decent job of summarizing everything. So, finally, I'm able to get to 21 and get back on track. It was Jalen Reagor. Then goes Justin Jefferson, so I was rolling along. And then it's Kenneth Murray. And I love Kenneth Murray. Love me some Kenneth Murray. This is an A pick for the Chargers. Combine that with Herbert, it's A's across the board. One of my favorite teams. Kenneth Murray's a run stopper. That defense, you now have a linebacker. You have Nasir Adderley, Desmond King, Hayward, Chris Harris. When something's got to give, because that's the best team on paper right now. That's literally a division champion, 11-5 type team on paper. Let's see them do that. Let's see Lynn actually go to work. Cesar Ruiz, like the pick. I'm going to give it a B. Cesar Ruiz is a first-round talent. I think Andrus Peat just retired. They weren't going with Jordan Love. They get a Cesar Ruiz. Brandon Ayuk, I'm going to give this a pick a B. Think he's actually a very good player, so kind of leaning towards a B+. I like the kid's wingspan. Very athletic kid. Think he's a really good wide receiver, especially at this point in the draft. Think it was a very appropriate pick. I think the Niners had a solid night. Kinlaw and this kid combined, I really cannot complain. I think these are two really high upside guys. They're going to have really good careers. Justin Jefferson's going to have a big-time career. Jalen Reagor, not so much. Jordan Love, maybe the best pick in the draft. If I had to predict right now, I think Jordan Love, gosh, could he be the next Mahomes now, sitting behind Aaron Rodgers? Is he the heir to the throne? I don't know what to say. I got to watch him in some games. I think he'll be good. I don't think he's going to be generationally good. I would still take Herbert above Jordan Love's career, but if you're a Love defender, this is beautiful because he's literally going to the greatest spot on earth for him, behind Aaron Rodgers. Made a whole video about that. Jordan Brooks, is he going to be Bobby Wagner? Who the heck knows? This pick is an all right pick. Again, I'm giving it a C. I just don't love it. Isaiah Wilson, C. Very inconsistent on tape. Kind of projects to a guard. You could have went Denzel Mims here. You do need help for Jack Conklin leaving. Don't hate it, but I don't think Wynn is going to be a stud. Miami Dolphins select the kid out of Auburn. This pick can't be that good because you have Howard and you also have the kid Byron Jones. Maybe you deal Howard now and you put this kid in as a slot corner because maybe it's such a passing league. I trust Brian Flores. I actually like what he's doing, but this pick is weird. The fit is weird. I actually think this kid is a good player. It's just this fit is very, very strange. Gladney, I'm giving that an A. I love what I see on tape from this guy. This guy is a highlight reel, plays that physical brand of football at TCU. Good ball skills, and I like it, especially with the departure of Trey Waynes and Alexander. And then the last pick, this even could go in the top 8 of A-plus picks. I thought overall these guys all did a nice job tonight. I don't think anybody looked like an idiot tonight. I think that Simmons is maybe one of the more questionable ones. The cornerback for Jacksonville with some studs on the board. Number 19 could be a big bust if Kenneth Murray end up balling out. So, and then the Eagles wide receiver pick could really come back to bite them. Terrell could bite. Arizona could really bite, and the Jets could really, really bite. So there's a handful of teams I didn't love their picks tonight, but these are first rounders. It's going to be hard to debate. Edwards-Helaire to the Chiefs is absolutely perfect. That's an A-plus hit. The guy is an every down back. He kind of reminds me. He has signs of Shady McCoy, but he also is like Darren Sproles. But he also, this guy's a tough running back. He's also like Josh Jacobs. This guy's one of the fastest guys I've ever seen play the running back position. This guy could maybe be a great running back in the league. I think he's a top 5 back maybe the minute he steps onto the NFL field. Edwards-Helaire with Patrick Mahomes. I heard great comparisons on Twitter. It's like Thanos in Avengers. It is ridiculous. I think that this pick was spectacular. So there you go. That's the full round 1 breakdown, the full recap. I'm going to make this 22 minutes in length. Again, I want to thank you guys for listening or watching my channel, watching the things I consume. Going through this draft process with you guys is fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed this first round. Tomorrow, there's some studs on the board. Can't wait to do it all again tomorrow and recap some truly awesome picks in this draft. So I'm pumped up for tomorrow. This is a deep draft, and this draft is just getting started, guys. Have a great night tonight. Tonight was fun. Let's do it again tomorrow. And again, I want to thank you guys for watching this breakdown. Let's see how all the predictions hold up. Thank y'all for watching.